One person who was instrumental in the appointment of Graham Potter was Todd Bowley.
Okay.
Remember, Chelsea had to pay £21 million to Brighton and Hove Albion before they got Graham Potter from them. Now, Potter is the 4th highest paid manager in the world, after Diego Pablo Simeone, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp. You will find Graham Potter on the 4th place on that particular chart. When it comes to managers that are being paid a lot of money, Graham Potter was the 4th during his time at Chelsea Football Club. Now, one thing we need to understand is that the game against Aston Villa was not the main reason why Potter was sacked. Before the game, there was a meeting among the board, and almost 80% of them decided that no, this is the time for Potter to leave. But one person who was so emphatic and confident about Graham Potter was Todd Bowley. He said, look, let's maintain this manager. And his reason was that let's give him time. Look at what Mikel Arteta is doing for Arsenal. They gave him time. So let's also give Graham Potter time, and things are going to work out. So if you look at the games they were trying to judge Graham Potter with, Aston Villa was not one of them. Because they believed that for 12 years, Aston Villa had not beaten Chelsea in Stamford Bridge. So that game was somehow a walkover for Chelsea Football Club. So they were counting from Liverpool, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Real Madrid. These were the games they were going to use to assess Graham Potter. But Vincent, Potter decided to lose at home for the first time in 12 years to Aston Villa. And after the defeat, it felt a whole lot more like it. There was nothing you could do. The aura around the club and also the atmosphere, everything was against Graham Potter. So Todd Bowley had no option than to fire him. And I think that is the good thing to do at this point. Thomas Tuchel won 3 trophies in 20 months for Chelsea Football Club, including the UEFA Champions League. Now, before he left, Chelsea were 5th on the Premier League table. And as we speak, after 22 games for Graham Potter, he won 7, drew 7, and then lost 8. He scored 21 goals, conceded 21 goals. And in 9 of those games, he failed to score. Listen, if you are a manager for Chelsea Football Club and you have these stats, definitely they are going to call for your head. They spent over £550 million in the transfer market alone. Now you have all these materials at your disposal, yet you cannot get the best out of them. Look at the system he used against Aston Villa. He decided to play only one centre back, one natural centre back. Meanwhile, there was Benoit on the bench, but he decided to use Reece James as a right centre back and then use Kukureya as a left centre back, and things went wrong for him. So definitely, you would expect that he was going to be sacked. The hot seat of Chelsea Football Club, the only team in Europe that their seat is a bit hotter, slightly more than Chelsea, will be Real Madrid.
Okay.
Chelsea has grown to become one of the best teams in terms of results. They love results more than any other team. Now, if you lose one game at Chelsea, you will see that the press will begin to speculate your sacking. Graham Potter, if this was to be under Roman Abramovich, he would have been sacked 3 or 4 times by now. Yes, he would have been sacked so many times. They will sack him, maybe bring him back, sack him again, bring him back and sack him once again. But Todd Bowley and co decided to give him enough time to see whether he can settle things. But you can see some of the Chelsea players who were very good before they came are now losing confidence. Look at Mialo Mudri. Clear-cut chances. This man cannot convert them. As a coach, what are you doing? Thomas Tuchel won by 4 goals to 2 against Dortmund with Bayern. He said there's still room for improvement. Now, Graham Potter lost 2-0 at home for the first time in 12 years. What he told the fans was that the boys gave their all. Listen, clearly, the work was out of hand for Graham Potter. And you would agree with the Chelsea board for sacking him. Now, what is the way forward? Potter is gone. Who is the next manager for Chelsea Football Club? We've heard of Julian Nagelsmann, Luis Enrique, Mauricio Pochettino. Some people are even speculating Zinedine Zidane around the job. But Vincent, just like I told you, Chelsea's job is a hot seat. If you want to take that job, you need to be of a certain caliber as a manager. That was the reason why Graham Potter failed. Now, let's begin from Julian Nagelsmann. Bayern Munich decided to part ways with him within the last few days, and he's now a free man and can join any other club he wished to join. But the fact is that Julian Nagelsmann in his entire career has won just 3 trophies. The Bundesliga with Bayern, and then 2 DFB Pokal trophies. Chelsea is a team based on results. They are results oriented. They always want to win trophies. And just like I told you, it is a difficult job to take. So if you are coming and your CV, it's not like the Jose Mourinho's, the Carlo Ancelotti's, you are going to struggle. Because it is a team in which they tend to give more power to some of the players. And if you come and you are not a top manager, a proven one, you are going to struggle. Let me put this on record. Julian Nagelsmann is not a proven manager. No. He's a good manager who is trying to break through into the managerial scene in Europe. He's not a proven manager. Now, if you give him the chance, it is the same thing with Graham Potter. He has coached Bayern Munich, he has coached RB Leipzig, he did very well there. If you win the Bundesliga in Germany, listen, it is not anything so spectacular.
Especially winning with Bayern.
Yes, they have been doing it consistently for the past 10 years. So if you win the German Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, you need to relax. Now, if you win the DFB Pokal with Bayern Munich, this is not any news. Now, this season, before he was sacked, he was trailing Borussia Dortmund by 1 point. He's one guy who believes in talent, young people, and attacking football. That's going to suit Chelsea. But the caliber of coach he is, listen, for now, if you need that result, the trophies, I don't think Julian Nagelsmann will be the best option for Chelsea Football Club. He will give you the exciting play. He will improve most of the players. But he's not a proven winner. And that is going to be an issue for Chelsea if they should go out there and then bring... He plays attacking football. Okay. Exciting game. But listen, he is not a winner. If you bring him to Chelsea and he's unable to win, you cannot put any blame on him. Okay. Because he hasn't done it anywhere. Just like I told you, if you win the German Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, listen, you can do it. Okay. With Bayern, you can win the German Bundesliga. So he's a good coach. But if Chelsea wants trophies, if they want results, no. But with the current situation of Chelsea, it's not going to work for them. Okay. Now, why was he sacked at Bayern Munich? He had problems with some of the board members. He felt like they were trying to interfere in his work. Now, if he comes to Chelsea, don't forget there's Todd Bowley and his compatriot. They are not going to give him the freedom he wants. Mostly, they are going to interfere. There are certain signings that they will just go out there and then bring them for business purposes. Julian Nagelsmann will not accept that. And eventually, they are going to part ways. So I think if they want to get a manager, they should sit and then try to analyze their situations before they go in for a particular manager. Now, 3 trophies in his entire career, no, is not going to help Chelsea Football Club. Okay. Now, you have Luis Enrique, who is also in contention to get this particular job. After moving from the Spanish national team, he has also been idle. He doesn't have any team for now. Luis Enrique started with some host of clubs like AS Roma. He moved to Celta Vigo, and then also he moved to FC Barcelona. Now, with the 3 years in FC Barcelona, he won 9 trophies. Don't forget, he's one guy who will be able to manage the egos in the Chelsea dressing room. He managed Luis Suarez, Neymar, and then also Lionel Messi during his time at Barcelona. Don't forget, there were Xavi, Iniesta, and co, who he decided to relegate to the bench. But he never had any problems. So if you want someone to come and take the Chelsea Football Club job, listen, I think we should be heading towards Luis Enrique at this moment. He's a proven winner. He won treble with FC Barcelona in the year 2014-2015. He has won 9 trophies, and he has also been to the UEFA Nations League finals with the Spanish national team. And he is one man who is very, very comfortable dealing with youngsters. Look at the Spanish national team he took to the World Cup. Danny Olmo, Asumani Fati, very young players. He decided to relegate all the old guys and then bring in new guys who are very young to try and then help him. And he's an attacking minded coach. Very, very, very good when it comes to possession, in terms of attack, counter attack, everything. Luis Enrique is going to give it to you. So I think with Julian Nagelsmann and then Luis Enrique, I would definitely choose Luis Enrique over Julian Nagelsmann. Now, Mauricio Pochettino was at Tottenham Hotspur. He did everything for them but failed to win trophies. Chelsea is a team based on trophies within the last few years. So Mauricio Pochettino should be out of the bracket. Now, in case Zinedine Zidane comes in, he would also be a good option for them. He's also a proven winner, and he has that top level personality who will be respected by every other person in the club, including all the players. Because if you think you have won the World Cup, Zinedine Zidane has done it. If you think you are a Ballon d'Or winner, Zinedine Zidane won the Ballon d'Or as a footballer. If you won the Champions League, he won it as a player and also as a manager 3 consecutive times. So you dare not disrespect this particular man if he's on the touchline. He's charismatic and he's going to give the players a lot of confidence so that they can improve and then help Chelsea Football Club at the end of the day. So with these managers, Vincent, I think Luis Enrique should be the leading candidate with Zinedine Zidane right behind him before we get to Julian Nagelsmann and then Mauricio Pochettino at the end of the day.
Okay, so we are talking about Julian